trying his hand at insurrectionist grift. Not content to just be the face of sedition, egging on the January 6th rioters with his fist pump that day, the Hawley campaign is now trying to cash in, selling coffee mugs featuring the image and the words, "Show me strong," a bad play on the state's official motto that also kind of sounds like a plea to the Lord. Please, show me strong. In a campaign email advertising his new coon knick-knack, the mug is described as made in America and, quote, the perfect way to enjoy coffee, tea, or liberal tears.
Now, this story hits near and dear to my heart, you see, because Josh Hawley, the senator from Missouri, is from my home state of Missouri. Yes, you see, I'm from St. Louis, if any of you didn't know. And I think the most ironic part of this whole breakdown is that Made in China is right on the bottom of the cups where he's putting up his fist in support of January 6th. I mean, this guy is just a goofball.
It seems the Hawley campaign's "I supported a coup" merch might not be quite as advertised. Republican Congressman Billy Long recently snubbed for an endorsement by Hawley in the race to the bottom for Missouri's other Senate seat, pointed out that the mugs actually say they're made in China.
And what's so stupid about it is how educated he is. It's when people like him who are so educated, you know, they're not actually stupid, but they take these petty routes and they corner themselves in such a way that they can't flip it. He can't come back out and then all of a sudden just start making sense, because it's like, look, man, everything you said, everything you've done is on record.
For example, last week, Hawley said China, not Russia, is the biggest enemy of the United States, while once again arguing that the Biden administration should abandon support for Ukraine joining NATO, a stance that previously got him called out by Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger as one of the worst human beings and a self-aggrandizing con artist.
You're one of the biggest people who's always talking about how China's our biggest enemy, how China's so evil, how everything and anything to do with China is bad news. But you're selling merchandise that was made in China. Couldn't you have made those cups here? I'm sure that people who do ceramics and pottery at some store in all of the 50 states or the USA territories could have made those cups. But, you know, just like everyone else, and part of why China's so powerful is they make everything cheap. So you had it made in China. Now, Josh Hawley really needs to slow his roll a little bit, because information about January 6th is continuing to come out and will continue to come out really for years to come. People are never going to stop looking into this and studying it. And he is stapling himself to this, super gluing his brand and his image to January 6th, as if people's opinions on it aren't already bad. You know, there's that good 30% of the country that's just like, you know, running up in the heart of the capital, the heart of the nation. So what? Who gives a damn? But the rest of us saw that day and were like, what's going on here? What's really happening here? Yeah, see, but the more time that goes on, the more and more January 6th is going to be seen for what it is, an insurrection attempt. A bunch of crazy people running up in the heart of the nation. That's how it's going to be looked at. And everyone who was involved with it is going to get their blame. And you're going to be one of the key people who gets the blame, because you can't see past tomorrow. You can't see past the fact that your rabid base loves what happened on January 6th, but a year from now, things may be looking a whole lot worse for everyone involved. And you can see on the website from the mug, the top, it was like, liberals are so easily triggered, and the left is really mad about this mug. And it's like, that's what's at the forefront of the GOP strategy. Trigger the libs. No matter what, just trigger the libs. That has nothing to do with policy, as we always talk about, which again is such a shame and why this hits home, because he's a senator from my state. I know the issues and the struggles that people in my community face like the back of my hand, because I face those struggles. I still face a lot of those struggles because people that I love and know are still in St. Louis. And so for him to act like he's, you know, everyone loves him in the show me state, everybody rocks with Josh Hawley. No, they don't. Most people in Missouri, especially in minority communities, likely don't even know who the hell Josh Hawley is. So, you know, again, man, if you really want to make a difference, then get in these communities, show your face, do more with the working class, do more with raising wages and making healthcare more accessible and education more accessible and more modern. If you really want to make a difference, because you putting your face on these mugs, making them in China, and, you know, just everything you're doing with January 6th only goes to show that you're a grifter and you're full of it, just like pretty much everyone else within the GOP.